At 12 a.m., the city's largest online charity fund suddenly lost 5 lakh rupees. The money didn't move through a traditional bank transfer, it vanished. Nobody broke into a building to get it. No employees were tied up or threatened. The thief never stepped foot on the property. They sat comfortably behind a computer screen and siphoned the entire fund digitally. Instead of leaving a digital footprint, the intruder left a signature on every monitor in the building. A series of cryptic phrases appeared across the office, glowing in the dark. The media quickly dubbed the thief the Midnight Hacker. The police cyber division spent months tracking digital shadows, but every lead hit a dead end. Now, Detective Guddu has volunteered to take the case, and he needs your help. Throughout this investigation, you will be presented with the same evidence Guddu finds. Let's see if you can solve the case before he does. Guddu ignored the firewall logs and began searching for a human pattern. To catch this thief, he looked past the software exploits and focused on the behavior of the person behind the keyboard. Inside the charity's main office, Guddu finds a message left on the administrator's desktop. The truth hides where yesterday becomes tomorrow. Below it, a digital timer ticks from 23:59 to 0001. Here's your first puzzle. What specific event does this message describe? Is it A, the calendar, B, midnight, C, sunrise, or D, a time zone? If you guessed B, midnight, you're tracking right alongside the detective. Yesterday becomes tomorrow at the stroke of midnight. The hacker is signaling that his entire operation revolves around this specific moment. Next, cyber experts recover a list of Indian cities, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai, buried alongside a single line of text. Follow the city that never slept. Time for puzzle number 2. Which city on that list is the target? A, Delhi, B, Mumbai, C, Kolkata, or D, none of them? The answer is D, none of them. The city that never sleeps is New York. This text was a misdirection, intended to move the police focus toward international time zones rather than local geography. This realization prompted Guddu to check the stolen transaction records again. He found that the attacks occurred at exactly midnight on the victim's server, regardless of where in the world that server was located. The investigation shifted from asking where the hacker was to when they were striking. Success for the hacker depended on hitting the clock at exactly 12 a.m. in various geographic locations. Puzzle number 3. Why is midnight the most effective time for a cyber attack? A, it's dramatic. B, banks are closed. C, security systems reset. Or D, it's random. The answer is C. The hacker is timing the strikes to coincide with security system resets. Look at this chart of a typical network security strength. Many organizations run automated maintenance at midnight. For a few brief seconds, the monitoring software goes offline. The graph plunges straight to 0, creating a blind spot that only an insider or a highly specialized engineer would know how to exploit. Guddu then uncovered a hidden text file with a sequence 7, 14, 21, and 28. Below it, the text read, "Find the pattern and find me." Do you see the connection? When we map those numbers onto a calendar, the pattern becomes clear. These are multiples of 7. Every single attack happened on the 7th, 14th, 21st, or 28th day of the month. Because the hacker followed a strict calendar and relied on confidential maintenance windows, Guddu realized the thief wasn't a global mastermind. They were someone with intimate knowledge of the charity's internal IT schedule. The police now knew exactly when to set their trap. The police staged a stakeout on the night of the 7th, the next scheduled date. Inside the server room, tense officers watched the monitors as the final seconds ticked down. 11:58, 11:59, midnight. But as the clock strikes 12 a.m., the external monitoring systems show no breach. No outside traffic is hitting the network. While the team watched the outer firewalls, Guddu kept his eyes on the people in the room. He watched System Administrator Rohit, who was tasked with monitoring the server, quietly disconnect his own terminal from the internal network at that exact moment. This brings us to your final puzzle. Which mistake finally exposed the midnight hacker? Was it A, the messages left behind, B, the timestamps, C, disconnecting from the monitor, or D, the digital money trail? The ultimate answer is all of them. To place those messages, Rohit needed internal access. The timing proved he knew the maintenance schedules only administrators could see. The network logs showed him disconnecting during the heist, and digital wallets eventually traced the stolen funds back to his secret accounts. Rohit was arrested on the spot. Search warrants for his apartment revealed encrypted drives containing records of every theft. The 50 lakh rupees were recovered and returned to the children's scholarships. Time to check your detective score. If you answered all 4 puzzles correctly, you're a cyber detective master. 3 gets you expert investigator, while 2 makes you a junior detective. Detective Guddu's final takeaway was simple. Criminals can hide behind layers of complex code, but they are still human. They stick to predictable habits and make behavioral errors that a watchful eye will always find.